Hello everyone! In this video we will talk about the features and the configurations of the Odoo module Advanced Menu Management, which was created by faOtools. The module allows managing the access to Odoo menus and submenus at different levels. You can hide the menu for everyone and hide the menu for certain companies, groups of users and users. Optionally, you can also allow certain users to hide the menus of their choice, so they could concentrate on the ones they really need. To see and decide which menus to hide go to General Settings and click the option Menu Management in the sys tray. As you open the interface, on the vertical scale you see the list of available menus that can be shown hidden, and on the horizontal scale you see the hiding showing options. Convenient hierarchy allows finding the related submenus quickly to manage access to them. Hover over the top column cells to see the useful help hints. With the help of the filtering and searching options, you can find the menus you need quickly. Here are the available options. For example, let's filter the menus to see only the root ones without submenus. You can also search for the certain menus or settings. Here is the list of available searching options. Let's see all menus that were hidden for Abigail Patterson. To reset the search, click on the reset icon. If any menu or submenu is not of use to a business, you can hide it for everyone. For that, in the menu management interface, find the menu submenu that you don't need and put a tick in the box Hide for Everyone. After that, none of the users will be able to access such an entry. The setting is prioritized over the settings Show Only for Users and Show Only for Groups. For example, the menu Events was available to Anita Oliver, and all users with the role Sales User own documents only. But then we decided to hide the menu for everyone and ticked the option Hide for Everyone. After that, the menu was hidden for all users, including Anita Oliver and users with the role Own Documents Only. If the menu is required again, you will still be able to recover the visibility by removing the tick from the box Hide for Everyone. In case you work in a multi-company environment and company specifics are different, it might be useful to show some menus and submenus for specific companies. This way, the set of shown menus might be different according to the company's needs. To make certain submenus invisible for companies, choose the companies in the field Hide for Companies. Take into account that if a user has any available company out of the list, the menu will be shown. For example, we have decided to hide the menu Discuss from the company San Francisco and chose it in the field. After that, the menu was hidden for all users related to the company. To show certain submenus for companies, choose the companies in the field Show Only for Companies. If a company is defined, then for other companies, the menu will be hidden. For example, if we specify the company Chicago in the field by the menu Discuss, then no other company will be able to access the menu Discuss, except for the chosen one. Take into account that if the company is written in both fields of the same submenu, the field Hide for Companies will be prioritized over the field Show Only for Companies, while the restrictions will be cumulative. Therefore, the menu will be unavailable for both the company and all other companies. If a user has access to several companies and one of the companies is written in both fields, then the related submenu will be visible only when several companies are selected in the top right corner, unless hidden by other fields, for example, Hide for Users. Our user Mitchell Admin has access to several companies, San Francisco and Chicago, And when both companies are selected in the top right corner, the menu Discuss becomes visible to him. It is possible to hide show menus and submenus for particular users. It is useful if you don't want a certain menu/submenu to be visible for a user, but you can't regulate it through the access rights. In case a menu/submenu is hardly ever used and/or is distractive, hide it from the user or from all users except the chosen ones. To make certain menus/submenus invisible for particular users, choose the users in the field Hide for Users. For example, add mutual admin to the field by the menu Contacts, and it will be hidden for him. To show certain menus/submenus for particular users only, choose the users in the field Show Only for Users. If defined, for other users, the menu will be hidden. For example, add Abigail Patterson and Billy Fox to this field by the menu Contacts, and other users, for example Anita Oliver, will not see the menu. If the user is selected in both fields of the same menu/submenu, the field Hide for Users will be prioritized over the field Show Only for Users. For example, if Abigail Patterson is mentioned in both fields, then the menu will be unavailable for her and for other users that aren't mentioned in the field Show Only for Users. Take into account that the menu might still be hidden for chosen users if other settings, for example Hide for Everyone, assume that. Optionally, allow certain users to hide the menus they don't need. This way, they will be able to see only the menu entries they really need, without being distracted by other modules. We will talk about it later. It is also possible to show certain menus and submenus only for the chosen groups of users. It might be particularly useful to quickly hide a certain menu for all users that don't have the related group assigned. Unlike in standard Odoo, the module keeps the access changes. So even after updating the modules or Odoo core, the set groups will be saved and will have access accordingly. To show certain menus/submenus for particular user groups, choose the groups in the field Show Only for Groups. If defined, for other groups, the menu will be hidden. For example, we decided to show the menu Events only for the users with the user group Sales Administrator. So we have added the group to the field and the menu was hidden for all users, for example Anita Oliver, while she had the role Sales Own Documents only assigned. Take into account that the menu might still be hidden for the users of the chosen in the field User Groups, if it's assumed by other settings, for example Hide for Companies or Hide for Users. For example, Mitchell Admin has the role Sales Administrator assigned, but he was added to the field Hide for Users, so the menu Events was hidden for him. Sometimes there may be a need to manage the visibility of certain menus and submenus on multiple levels at once. In such case, it is important to understand the way the fields interact with each other. For example, if we tick the option Hide for Everyone, then regardless of other settings, the menu will be hidden from everyone. If we decide to hide a menu for the company San Francisco and choose a user related to the company in the field Show Only for Users, then the menu will be hidden for him/her unless he or she has access to another company. If we decide to show a menu for the company San Francisco and choose a user related to the company in the field Hide for Users, then the menu will be visible to all users of the company except for that user. If we decide to hide a menu for the company San Francisco and choose a user group in the field Show Only for Groups, then the menu will be hidden for all users within the company and for all users except the ones with the selected user group assigned in other companies. If we decide to hide the menu for a certain user, for example Anita Oliver, and add one of her user groups, sales on documents only, to the field show only for groups, then the menu will still be invisible for her, while being visible to all other users with the group sales on documents only. If we decide to show a menu for a certain user, for example Anita Oliver, hide the same menu for mutual admin and show it to all users with the right sales administrator and purchase administrator, then the menu will be shown to all users with those groups and to Anita Oliver, but it will be hidden from mutual admin regardless of his user groups. The right to access the modules menu belongs to the users with the administration settings right. You can assign it to one or several users to manage the access to menus on different levels. For that, go to General Settings, click Manage Users and choose a user. Find the section Administration and in the field Administration, choose the option Settings. After that, the user will see the option Menu Management in the sys tray of General Settings. In case you have accidentally hidden a certain menu, for example the menu settings, so even the users with access administration settings cannot access it, you can always open the interface through the related button in the user's preferences. As you click on the button, you will be redirected to the menu management interface, from where you will be able to manage the available menus. The button is visible to everyone, but only users with the right administration settings can introduce the changes. Also, you can give access to any internal users, so they can decide themselves which of the available menus should be hidden. For that, go to General Settings, turn on the Developer mode, click Manage Users and choose a user. Find the section Other at the bottom of the page and tick the option Hide Menus through Preferences. After that, a special field Hide Menus will appear in the tab Preferences of the user. To hide one's own menus, click on the picture in the top right corner and choose the option My Profile. In the tab Preferences, find the field Hide Menus. Choose one or several menus that should be hidden. After reloading the page, the chosen menus will be hidden from the user's main menu. To show them again, just remove the selection from the field Hide Menus. The field Hide menus in the user's preferences and the field Hide for users in the menu management are interconnected. Therefore, if a user chooses to hide some menus, the responsible person sees that and can manage it. For example, if Anita Oliver decided to hide the menu Discuss, then the responsible user mutual admin sees her name by the menu in the field Hide for users and can make it visible again. I hope this video will be useful for you. Feel free to contact us to try the module in the demo instance. See you in the next videos.